So today I will explain duty after school. In the beginning of the series, we are shown a school where everyone was busy with their own work. Some students were giving papers in the class, and some were playing outside. Two students look at each other's phones and talk about how they had seen purple-colored balls in the sky a year ago. For the first time, the people who saw them were very scared. Looking at them, people felt that this world was going to end. Everyone together did research on those balls but could not find out where they came from. The army also tried to kill them, but they increased in number. But when the scientists did a lot of research on them, they found that there was nothing in them that could harm the world. After which, everything slowly started getting better. Those dangerous big balls began to be taken lightly. Then we are shown a boy who got off the bus and went straight to the internet cafe, where he was playing games. Along with him, his friends were also there, trying to talk to him. But Yonjo does not talk to anyone because he was the topper of his class. He did not even like to make friends. On the other hand, a very big ball had fallen into the army camp. When the soldier named Lai Chun was telling him to shoot it, everyone was praying like that. Then strange noises also started coming from there. After this, we see the teacher in the school who was giving the results to the children in the class. Yonjo, who had come first in the class, then a boy second, and a girl who was also the monitor of the class. On TV, the minister tells the news that, along with education, army training will also be given in all schools. And for the children who are ready to go to college, all this is very important for them. Now the teacher gives everyone forms to go to the army in the class, which he had to get filled out from his parents, so that he would give permission for this. The teacher gave everyone a form and left, but she was looking a little worried. Now a boy in the class sees through the window that his army has come to his school. All the students see him and start thinking about what is going to happen. In the evening, everyone fills out the form to go to the army from their parents' homes. A boy who also fought with Yonjo in the class was very bad. He did not even want to take army training, but his mother forcibly tells him to go. In the morning, all the students had packed their things and reached the school because they had to stay there now. Lai Chu comes to the class and introduces himself to everyone. He was going to be their head in this training. He also tells everyone in the class that the behavior of all the children and how they live with each other are also going to be applied. Everyone will have to train well. Girls and boys are given separate rooms, but they all start having fun. Looking at them, it seemed as if they had come to summer camp. Then a lady soldier comes and scolds all the girls and tells them to stop. And now she took everyone to the ground, where their first job in training was to hold the gun. But all the students were playing by holding it like children were playing. Then Lai Chu scolds everyone and says that you are playing like a toy. This is the weapon that you will have to learn to run with, which can save your life. After that, their hard training started. All the students were tired of training. Some children were very happy, but some cried a lot. We do not want to stay here, we have to go back home. It was also forbidden to bring a phone here, but the same boy, who did not want to come to the army training, hid and brought his phone with him. He shows everyone a video in which the army is killing all the animals. Seeing all this, one of his friends says that this happens only when there is a virus in the city. All dangerous animals are killed so that they cannot attack people. This means that there is going to be a war. When Yongjo was going out of this room, the soldier Lai Chun came here. He says that you cannot go out alone like this. You have to stay here and do whatever you have to do. Here, Yongjo also tells Lai Chun about that girl who brought the phone. Lai Chun scolds him a lot for this. Now, when Yongjo was going out after telling everything, that boy also came behind him so that he could take revenge for his phone. A monster had come out of it, which was very big. He catches Yongjo and eats him slowly. That monster creature was also going to catch the other boy. But here Lai Chun comes, who saves him. As soon as he sees that monster, he turns into a ball again. When his teacher found out about this, she was very worried. Lai Chun tells the teacher that you will have to hide this. The creature coming out of the ball ate a student. If anyone comes to know about this, then everyone will be very worried. Everyone will say that Yongjo has gone back to his house. We see Lai Chun here, who was very worried about remembering something. We are shown the last scene, which we saw at the beginning of the series. When the army people attacked this big ball for the first time, dangerous creatures came out of it who ruined blood in every way. Many army officers were killed in Lai Chan's attack. Lai Chan also came to know that those creatures were very dangerous. There we see the teacher who hears this news on the radio. In the same way, 30 big balls have fallen to the ground. The commander was also in very bad condition after hearing this. He now orders everyone to learn to shoot guns. We have to face a big danger. The student also came to know everything. Lai Chan was so tired that he went to sleep in the class. Seeing his teacher in this condition, he was feeling very bad. His training is getting harder and harder every day. Now here, a boy feels that someone is hitting him. When he saves his life and runs away, he sees that big creature in front of him who was going to eat him. But in the meantime, his eyes were open, and he started to assemble the gun. All the students passed this test very well, but a girl was not able to assemble the gun here. It is evening from morning, but she is not able to do it. That's why everyone started calling her very bad here. But here Lai Chan tells everyone that you should not say this. In war, no one fights alone. Everyone is in groups, and you have to support your comrade who is weak. If you do not do this, you will all die. After this, everyone goes to eat. A boy says about that girl that we will have to teach her, which she is not able to do. On the other side, around the balls from which the creature came out and ate Yuncho, a boundary wall is made, so that if that alien creature comes out of it again, no one can harm anyone. After this, the army took all the students to the shooting place to shoot. When everyone passes through the city, they see that the whole city is deserted. They could not see anyone because the army had sent everyone to a safe place. On the way, they see a very big hole in which the same big purple ball has fallen. When these people were coming back, Lai Chan saw everything scattered on the road. He was seeing danger. He tells all the students that no one will move from here. He goes to check with his fellow soldiers. Now that Lai Chan was not with the student, taking advantage of this, 2 boys went to a shop to buy food. When the teacher found out about them, she went to find them with Lai Chan. After which, all the students scattered here and there. There was a girl who was going somewhere alone. When she started picking up a gun from the road, she had a cut hand with her. Seeing this, she was very scared and screamed. Everyone had come to her now. There was blood everywhere. Everyone was scared. When the teacher starts going a little further, Lai Chan stops him and says, "Who knows? This is the same creature who had eaten Yongshu." Before, everyone was thinking that he had gone home, but now everyone knows this. All the students were very scared to know about his death. Suddenly, small creatures started coming there. The teacher tells them to run away from here and starts killing them with a gun. But a creature mercilessly kills the teacher. Soldiers also come there to compete with those creatures. Creatures had also killed a soldier. His neck was separated from his body. While running away, everyone was separated. Some were hidden in the mall, but there were creatures there too. When a boy was running away, a girl caught his leg. The injured girl was asking for help from him, but in the meantime, the creature comes and kills him. The girl is shown ahead, with whom the gun was not attached. At the right time, the girl closes the door, due to which her life was saved from those creatures. 3 girls who were running to save their lives were caught by the creature. Then the lady soldier comes and saves her life, but the creature had killed the lady soldier badly. Seeing this, the girl was very scared, and she locks herself in the car. When her friends come to her and tell her to open the car door, she does not even open the door. Now her other friends go to the phone booth to save their lives and lock themselves in. Creatures had also come there and were trying to break the glass. By mistake, Siren is saved from those girls. Now more creatures are coming towards them. On the other side, some students were hiding in a building. Some students come to them too. Now they decide to find their other friends. Those 2 boys who had gone to get food, they were sitting in their chairs and eating food. They had no idea about the situation outside. Now, when they hear the sound of the gun, they start going out. A creature had come their way. At first, they found that creature very cute. They started playing with him, but suddenly that creature attacks them. Some students were stuck in the car parking area. They knew that their lives were in danger outside. That's why a creature had come there too. The girls who were in the phone booth had also been saved. When a creature was about to attack Li Chun, a girl who was already good at aiming killed that creature and saved Li Chun's life. All the students now gather at the same place where these people were wronged. When they see the corpses of some soldiers and teachers, they start crying. Li Chun tells them the truth. He says that these balls, which you know about, contain small alien creatures that eat humans, and you are all going to train to compete with them. Hearing this, everyone's condition was very bad. Then there was an attack there. Everyone also felt that the creature had come there again. When Li Chun fires the gun, everyone returns to school, where the rest of the students were training. They were surprised to see their condition. They didn't know what had happened to them. We are shown a flashback of Li Chun here, an old scene where his senior told him that there were so many creatures in one ball that they killed half of our army, so think about what would happen if those balls attacked us at the same time. Even then, Li Chun refused to do this, because he could not put the lives of innocent children in danger. But now he had no other way. Let's see the present scene again, where all the students were very worried. They knew that their lives were in danger. Everyone wanted to go home. Li Chun comes there and tells everyone that the whole city is empty, and your mom and dad have been sent to a safe place. So instead of going out, you are safe here. It is shown in the army lab there. Small creatures were being tested. They found out that small creatures can only be killed with a uranium gun, and it will not affect adults. At night, all the students decide to run away from here. They will go out and find their mom and dad, but on the way, a boy makes a noise. Li Chun knew about it. After this, the students did not stop. They spread the news in the school that our lives were in danger. We are going to die. That's why all the students came out of the school. All the soldiers try to stop them and tell them to go inside, because their lives were in danger. But suddenly a very big ball fell there, in which there were small creatures that attacked everyone, and tell the students to go inside. But before they could go inside, the creatures had killed many children. Those who had guns were safe. Many students and soldiers were killed in the attack of these creatures, and those who were left locked themselves in the school, and they were crying a lot after seeing the deaths of their friends. This was not safe here either. There were more creatures there. Li Chun was going to take the remaining students in the truck and take them away from here. When all the students were sitting in the truck, a boy slipped. He fell down. Then the creature comes and kills him mercilessly. Everyone was very sad to see his death. Li Chun stops the truck, but his senior tells him to go ahead, because he did not want to put the lives of the other children in danger. The city is shown, where there was fire everywhere. The city was completely destroyed. 2 trucks came out of the school. One truck had taken the students to a safe place. He had brought them to another army camp. When they reached there, they could not see their other friends, who were in the other truck. After this, we are shown another truck whose driver was killed by the creature, and his truck was also overturned. One of his friends was also very injured. After that, when all the students see the map of where they are being taken, how far is that place? But according to the map, that place was very far away. Now that one of his friends is also injured, he decides to stay here, because here he felt the danger of the creature was less. There in the army camp, the other students who were worried about their friends came to Li Chun and told him to find them. There, the student whose truck was overturned sees a house to spend the night. Everyone decides to go there, but before going, they mark an arrow on the road so that when anyone comes to find them, Li Chun in the camp talks to his senior to save the children. So he refuses. He says that this work is not necessary now. Li Chun, who was very angry, now goes to his commander and tells him that the senior wants us to stay here and not save the rest of the children. But after hearing this, the commander says that no, we have to save them. He goes to one of his soldiers, who had the keys to the truck. He talks to him, steals the keys from him, and gives them to Li Chun so that he can save the rest of the students. When the rest of the children find out about this in the camp, they also want to go with Li Chun now. The girl who was injured is now looking for medicine at home. She gets it. At that time, a girl got a packet of chips to eat there, so she comes in with greed and hides the packet of chips so that no one else has to give it to her. Now the girl who was hiding the chips and eating them sees it and runs away. The rest of the students also started running away after seeing it. He had locked himself in the house. He was thinking that he had been saved from the creature, but he was trying to come in from everywhere. But he was a little calm, thinking that there was only one creature here. All of them had locked themselves in a room, but the window there was broken. That's why they put up a closet and closed the way there. But Lee-chan, who was coming to find them in the truck, hears a noise from behind, which was of the students sitting in the truck. They also came to find their friends with him. Lee-chan refuses to accept them and tells them to go back to the camp, but they refuse to go and say, "No, we will not go back at any cost, and we want to save our friends with you." Lee-chan was happy to see their courage. On the other side, a student stuck in the house sees the car and comes and tells him that we can go from here, but he also knows that the creature is hidden somewhere in the house. If he makes a little noise, that alien creature will kill him. Now one of his friends quietly goes to the garage and brings a wrench so that he can open the window of this room and come out. They run the movie in a room in the house, and he comes here with this noise. Now they quickly open the window and leave. But that creature was very clever, he knew it, so he followed them. Now he also knew that not everyone could escape from here. Someone will have to stay here and make a sacrifice. Here he talks about leaving the injured girl, but she did not want to stop. So now they play a game here. Whoever gets the smallest stick will stay here, and the rest will leave. Now a boy gets a small stick in his hand, which he was afraid to show because he was afraid that if he did this, then all of them would leave him here. See this? Another boy breaks his stick and tells everyone that I will stay here, you guys go from here. Everyone felt bad for him, but still, everyone left. Now the alien was behind that boy, and he was running to save his life. When that boy was running away from that creature, the same boy came there, whom he had helped. He had come and frozen the creature because he knew that the creature could be frozen. And these two were the same boys who had gone to the market to find food. There, the Legion also reaches the place where the student made the arrow mark. He understood that everyone was present here somewhere. When those two boys were coming happily, the creature started attacking them again from behind. But there the Legion had come and came and recognized them. That girl, whose aim was very good, had killed that creature with her gun. Everyone was very happy to meet each other. The Legion had brought everyone back to the army camp, where the commander was very happy to see them. The senior also scolds the Legion a lot because he went to save the child without their permission. Now that all of them had come back safe and sound, he was a brave soldier of the Legion. Gradually, all the students started liking this atmosphere. Everyone was very happy with each other. They were looking very good in the army uniform. After this, we are shown the meeting of the army, in which it was told that there are many balls on the ground in which there are many creatures. We will have to fight them. Half of the creatures have been killed by our army, but many soldiers of our army have also been killed in this war. We are told that now you have to take all the students of the school and go to the place of those creatures and compete with them. When everyone found out that they had to go to war now, everyone was scared. Poor people were neither eating food nor sleeping properly. They remember their old life here and how well they used to spend their lives. Just reading, sleeping, eating, and drinking, but now their lives have changed. Lee-chan has come here to scold them, but it was not like that. He had made delicious food for them, because he knew that no one ate properly when in trouble. Everyone's mood was good. Everyone was having fun. Lee-chan tells everyone here that I do not know how long this creature's war will go on, but yes, I promise that I will not leave you until the last breath. Hearing this, everyone was emotional. Everyone was ready to go in the morning. Lee-chan gives a machine to all the students, about which he tells them that it will tell you about the creatures and how far they are from you. When they reach the city, they see a lot of broken cars on the road. There they also found a fridge, from which they started drinking cold drinks. Then they feel something around them. Their machine also started making noise. One of them throws the toy car lying there in the middle. Creatures start coming there with a loud sound, and all of them shoot them and kill them. But some creatures went home and hid. They now go to those houses, find the creatures, and decide to kill them. When they were going home and looking for the creatures, they found a lady soldier whose condition was very bad. She had been hiding there for a long time. All of them saved her and brought her out. There, Lee-chan also found some soldiers. He also saves them and brings them home. After which, all the students collected the corpses of the dead companions of that girl. And she was thinking that if this could happen to them, then what would happen to us? Will we be able to survive this war or not? When everyone was sitting and eating food, that girl got up, picked up the gun, and tried to kill herself. Then a girl comes to her and stops her. But that girl was crying a lot and said that my companions lost their lives because of me. They were asking me for help, but I saved my life and ran away. And our leader left us. The girl who was stopping him says that if I were in your place, then maybe I would have done the same. Then Lai-chan comes there. That girl was getting so angry that she now puts a gun on him and says that you are also like this. You will also leave them in the middle of the road, like every leader, because every leader does the same. And saying this, that girl shoots. Then the commander comes in front of Lai-chan, and the bullet hits the commander, but his life was also not in danger. The bullet was only in his shoulder. Now Lai-chan goes to meet the commander. The commander says that there is no fault in this girl's, this has happened only because of his leader. After which, Lai-chan now goes to all the students and tells them to go back to the camp. He says that my first responsibility is to save the lives of all of you. I don't want your lives to be in danger because of me. And anyone who thought that the leader left them alone, but all the students also knew that if they left this mission and went back and did not kill the creatures, then Lai-chan would be given a very bad punishment from the senior. Here was a girl who had started liking Lai-chan. She was going to tell her what was in her heart, but she could not tell the beating of shame. When she went back to her room, all the girls were asking her there. But that girl tells everyone that when we go back to the army camp, maybe I will tell her everything there. There on the roof, the same girl whose aim was very good sees the creatures coming there and comes and tells everyone that the next target of those creatures is our base. Now all of them decide that they will have to go back and use more force so that they can compete with those creatures. But some students here say that if we go back, then it will be too late. Hearing this, Lai-chan and the commander were very happy. They did not feel that their children were so intelligent. Now they make a plan to plant a lot of bombs in a building, and then all these creatures will die there. Then they see that those creatures can communicate with each other. Lai-chan tells all his companions that we have only 10 minutes. Whatever we have to do it in these 10 minutes. They now make a lot of noise to call those creatures to their side. Sometimes they broke the windows of the cars, sometimes they were screaming loudly, from which those creatures were now coming to that building, and as soon as they see it, a lot of noise is heard, and then they go back to their base. Now the students were coming to that building, and as soon as they see it, a lot of creatures come there. Lai-chan comes to the students who were planting bombs in that building and says that you have to finish your work quickly, and tells the commander to take all of them and go to the other building. But no student wanted to go without taking Lai-chan. They were getting very emotional. But still, the commander saves them and takes them to the other building. But when Lai-chan was going to go from there, he saw that a lot of creatures had come around him. It was difficult to save him. He also gets very injured. Lai-chan was badly stuck in that building. He tells everyone in the other building to blast the bomb, but no student wanted to blast the bomb. They were all crying because Lai-chan's life was in danger, and he was stuck in that building. No one wanted Lai-chan to be harmed in this explosion. The girl who liked Lai-chan talks to her on a walkie-talkie. She says that you can't leave us in the middle of the road like this. You had promised us that you would be with us till the last moment. But Lai-chan tells him that I have no other way than this. Saying this, he turns off the walkie-talkie. The commander's hands were trembling. He also did not want to blast the bomb. But then, when he sees that the creatures are coming out of that building, a girl goes to the bomb's remote. The creatures had now reached Lai-chan. They were about to attack him. We see the last smile on Lai-chan's face. The bomb explodes in that building. It was a big blast. All the students were crying a lot after seeing that blast. And with this sad scene, this series ends here.